Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat. This is just a quick one because I just kind of reviewed the last video, and I was thinking, I wonder if what people think about me talking about taking the car to get oil changes and all that. You know, if you are somebody who you like watching this channel because you're interested in traveling around and what's involved, that's why I talk about it. Like, these are the things that you need to consider when going on the road. You have to make sure that your vehicle is good. That's why I always talk about oil changes. I know I've talked about tires, I've talked about brakes, and just, yeah, sure, we're over here having fun and whatever. Well, for me, walking around with the dogs is nice. I enjoy that. That's fun for me. I like to chill. That's fun for me too. I like to cook. I'm able to cook a lot of my favorite foods. But I mean, there's stuff that's really important that you need to consider when you go traveling. You have to make sure that the car or the vehicle that you have is in top shape. You don't want to get stranded anywhere. And it's important to have the phones for communications and all that stuff. So that's basically why I'm giving everybody like a play-by-play of everything I do. I'm on here basically every single day. Yeah, and I'm doing that so you know what is involved with traveling, and that's pretty much it. I just wanted to say, like, in case anybody out there is wondering, why does she always telling this, that, and then what exactly she does? Because that's what you're going to have to do if you want to live on the road. And if you're not a person that plans on doing that, it's somebody else might need to know this information, because when I started, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. You know what I mean? Like the first few months of traveling, I had to get flatbed tows. I had to get a whole bunch of like tires were blowing out, and it was a mess. If you look in the beginning, you will see I had to go through a lot of stuff because I didn't know what I was doing. And basically, like, my whole life I had to learn everything myself. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody to tell me how to do things or what to do. I had to learn it like that by myself. So I'm hoping that, these videos can help people out there, even though they're not really exciting that much, really. It's just me talking, and you just got to look at my mug while I talk. But that's basically why I do it, just to help people out, and that's why I talk about those things, and then to remind me, what I've been doing or what I was doing and what I had to go through, for the future or whatever, just to kind of evaluate what has been going on. So that's basically why I talk about all this stuff. So just in case you were wondering, or you're getting tired about hearing me and going to Walmart, getting oil changes, it's something you're going to need to do. I try never to go over the number that when it says, when you got to get an oil change, I always go right before. I always, make sure the car is running well, because like I said, that one instance where the car was dying, and it just so happened that my what do you call it, the terminals on the battery, they just, from the vibration of the car, they get loose, and then the connection gets messed up, and I got that fixed. But there's just things that happen, and you always got to have a little side cash too, in case of emergencies. It's really important, because you never know when you need that tow, or I'm even considering getting AAA here soon, because I think I might need that for just in case. Because all the stuff I did at the beginning, I didn't have AAA. I had to pay out of pocket a lot of money for flatbed tow, regular tow, somebody coming out to help me with my tire when it went flat. Now I know how to change my own tire, but like, I wasted a lot of money because I didn't know. You know what I mean? So that's all I really have. That's why I talk about every little teeny tiny thing, I share a lot of my life on here. I don't share every little pinpoint thing, but the main important stuff when it comes to traveling and stuff, yeah, I feel like it's important, and people need to know just to keep you safe. You know what I mean? And even like going places and the people that I run across or experience, because it can be dangerous out here. And even though you might be happy and, oh, you're traveling, sometimes you just got to be by yourself, because it's kind of a dangerous world out there, and you got to try to keep yourself safe. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, I may have, but for women, if you're trying to do that, um, one of the most important things that you can have with you to keep yourself safe is a dog. If you look up how to keep yourself safe, women on the road, is get a dog. That's how I got Brian. Chica just came along later because I couldn't leave her there, and she's a very good dog. But that's, and you don't need two dogs, but you do need one at least. It doesn't have to, it could be a small dog because of warning. You can be warned with the dogs when they hear or see anything, they start by, so, it's good to have. I just happen to have, one that's very loud, Brian. He is very loud and very informative. And then I have Chica, and she's very intimidating. So, which I love them both. They're both really good dogs. So, um, and then they're like my first dogs that I have to be responsible ever. So that's another thing when you're on the road. You got to make sure you got them fed. You got to make sure that they're clean. Go to the vet. You got to make sure, you take care of their medications if they need it. You got to make sure they are cool also, because dogs can overheat too. So, those are also other things that you have to consider. So, that's basically all I have. I just wanted to make a rundown of this real quick, because I didn't want anybody, I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's watching out there. And if you plan on doing this type of thing, this is why, I do a play by play, because it might help someone. I don't know. But that's all I have. This was Chit Chat, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.